Hello guys, we got a 2012 BMW F800 GS here. I'm trying to currently flush the front brake fluids, conventional method, and also the ABS system flushing using the texa software here. So we got the navigator TXB evolution here. That's a texa module. So I got the computer and everything connected. So we'll start with the general conventional way of flushing the system. So this particular customer have a problem to go before I go flushing the brake fluids. I'll give you the idea what we are doing. So the front brake is spongy. That's the problem with the customer's complaint. And as he starts to ride the motorbike for 15 to 20 minutes, the bike starts to grab. The piston starts to lock the brakes, and I suspect there's air in the system. And also, not just at the brake lines, it's also at the ABS module because the ABS light stays on. I did connect the Texas scan tool. I checked the fault codes. It says the pressure module is the one which is faulty. So I tested the pump. I activated the ABS module. The pump is working. So the most common thing that could go wrong here is the fluid being flushed unevenly. Customer did tell me that no, he did himself. So there's no professional who are involved here to flush this one. So what we'll do, we will flush the conventional method first, and then we use the computer to flush the ABS module. I'll just start with the procedure. Please bear with me. So we got the fluid here. Fluid looks clean. I've tested the brake fluid before earlier, and making sure you fill the reservoir till the top so that you don't run out of the fluid. And so you got two calipers at the front. Make sure now you have fluid till the top, and this is nothing but any motorcycles you do, just general one-on-one caliper. You flush the fluids. So here I'm trying to squeeze the push the lever and hold it, and then release it. Make sure check an air pockets if there's any air pockets. And I'm holding it. I don't see any air there so far, but the brake lever still feels slightly spongy. So we'll do multiple, 3 times each. If there is more air, if at all you get to see the air, you gotta keep flushing until you see no air pockets from near the bladder nipple. So 3. So I don't see any air there, so I'm gonna flush the other one. So it feels better as I was doing the other one. So if you're handling alone, if you're alone yourself trying to do it, so do that one. That's 11 mil again. You make sure you do one-on-one, don't do together, so that'll leave the air pockets. The other one, what I could do, I will do a gravity method. So rather than doing the pumping method, so during the gravity method, for say the reservoir is at the top, we just release the bladder nipple. It starts the air. If there's any air, it starts to rise and it will release it. So I don't have to use the pumping method. Where rather than me trying to squeeze the lever and then getting the air pockets in, I would just rather do the gravity method. I can see that there's no air pockets coming out of here. So I will leave it for a couple of seconds and then close the nipple. I don't see any air so far. I'll grab a torch just to be sure. So try yourself grabbing a torch to see clearly. So I don't see any air in the system here. So I will lock the nipple. So we just finished the conventional way of flushing the front brake fluid system. So I still see the fluid is still there top, and the brake feels solid for me. And now it's the real one. So that's the first way to eliminate the air pockets with the conventional method. Right now, with this particular motorcycle, we gotta flush the ABS module through the computer. So, like I said to you in the video beginning, so we got the Texa Navigator TXP Evolution here. I'm trying to use this one IDC6 software. So we go into the bike here. So if at all you don't have, I mean, of course, I don't expect, usually the workshop carries these kind of expensive scan tools, but you can use a motor scan, or there's a third-party apps that, works out with this one. So I'm going into diagnosing motorcycles. So we got a BMW. So we need to select the BMW. And the computer is sometimes slow. F. This is BMW F800 GS. So that's an adventure model. So this is the 2012. So anywhere between, it is a 12 to 16. Select on that one. So now we are trying to diagnose the problem. So this is the part of the brake fluid flush is part of the ABS system. Doesn't matter whatever the app you use. So you're gonna go into ABS module, and since this is already connected, you can see the green light. I'm just following the start procedure. Computers are sometimes slow. Establishing connection. So it's just turn on the ignition. I turn on the ignition. Confirm. So like I showed you earlier, so pressure modulator, pump motor is a problem. So it doesn't really say it's a pump, it says a pressure modulator. So this is the main issue. After solving the brake bleeding, after flushing the brake fluids through ABS module, if it doesn't solve the problem, I had to keep an eye out and see what could be the problem. But I did activate. You can go into here. This particular one, you can get actuations. So ABS pump motor. So it says pump motor is the one which is faulty, but to identify whether that is the problem, so I can actually actuate this one through the system. So I selected the ABS pump motor, and ABS pump motor confirm. So by doing this one, the pump starts to make the noise. So if it doesn't make the noise, that itself is clear that the ABS module is not working. The pump motor is failed. If it does work, you can eliminate the pump motor as the problem. I can just focus on the bleeding procedure. Right now, I'm trying to show you, demonstrate how it works. Okay, you can hear that. It will cut off by itself. Good. It will be on for a couple of seconds. You can hear the motor running. So that's how it sounds if the pump motor failed. So you won't be able to hear any noise from the ABS module. So now that I confirmed, there is no problem with the ABS motor. The problem is, it doesn't cut off, and I had to cancel it. So here. So activation carried out successfully. So that's done, thereby saying that that's been eliminated. So you got multiple other options. So error memory clearing. I will try to see if we can clear any errors in the system before we carry out that procedure. So that's been eliminated. So I cleared the error, which has been the pressure modulator pump motor stored code. So now I'm gonna be flushing front. So the settings, you go into the settings. You got a front brake purge procedure. It gives pretty much the directions how to do it. So I select the front brake now. So after carrying out the conventional way of brake pre-flush, so you connect the diagnostic scan tool, and then you click on this option, front brake procedure. So during the procedure, pull the brake lever 3 times and keep it pulled to its maximum limit for at least 2 seconds. So what it means to say, like while doing the procedure, when you confirm the activation, so you got to make sure the pump will be active. You got to hold the lever for 2 seconds and release it. Again, hold it for 2 seconds. Again, release it. So you got to do this for 3 times. That's what it says. So now I'm confirming during the procedure. So it also gives important to make sure that now during the procedure, all the bleeder screws in both the brakes must be closed. Press confirm to continue. So make sure that now the nipples, bleed screws are being closed. There shouldn't be any air coming in the system. So right now I'm going to confirm. You can hear the motor. 1, 2, release. 1, 2, release. 1, 2, release. Then hold it. So it will be, the pump will start to stop, automatically stop, and then the lever becomes solid. I'm trying to squeeze the lever here. The lever is actually solid. I'll release it and hold it. So the lever is solid now. Now it says key to stop, turn key to stop position. I turned off the key and then confirm. Then it asks to turn on again. So turn the ignition on. It says turn the ignition on. Confirm. So that's the procedure. So basically the procedure is done. That's how you flush it. Basically what it does, to give you a little more demonstration, so you're trying to eliminate the air in the system using the conventional method, and when you go into the ABS module pump procedure, bleeding procedure, so by using the computer there will be a valve to release the air without you going and trying to release the air from the ABS module. Here the computer does the job and trying to open that valve and release the air if there is in the system. So that's the reason you need to use this one. If not, it will tend to, doesn't matter how many times you do the flushing conventional way, without flushing the ABS module, you will never be able to get the air pockets out of the ABS module, and you will still have the problem continuously going on. Right now, this particular bike, we have done the front one and we haven't done the rear one. We're going to do the